Welcome to GK Mojo. So today's topic is percentages part, and this is a very important and quite a interesting video because in this video we are going to cover the previous year CAT questions on percentages, and I'm going to continue this series right from the start when CAT used to be conducted 20 years ago. All right, and trust me, these questions are still relevant in the market because examiners still use these questions as reference in setting papers even now, and even most of the mocks that you guys attempt have questions which are based on the concepts or have a structure similar to the template of the questions which appeared in CAT from the previous years. All right, so it is of ultra importance to do these questions, right? So let's get started with percentages part 4. So let's have a look at this question. So this question appeared in CAT 1994. All right, and a very good question on percentages. Alright, the number of votes not cast for Praja Party increased by 25% in the national general election over those not cast for it in the previous assembly polls. And the Praja Party lost by a majority twice as that by which it had won the assembly polls. If a total of 2,60,000 people voted each time, how many voted for Praja Party in the assembly elections? Alright, so at first it would sound to be a very complicated question, but it is not. Alright, so first, suppose number of people who voted in assembly for Praja Party be X. Alright, the number of people who voted for Praja Party in assembly has been assumed as X. Alright, and the number of people who voted in national polls for Praja Party be Y. Alright, so this is for assembly and this is for national. Alright, then the people not voted in assembly for Praja Party will be, so not voted will be 2,60,000 minus X. Similarly over here it will be 2,60,000 minus Y. And it has been given that party won assembly polls by a margin. Alright, so what would be the margin be? In assembly polls it would be X minus 2,60,000 minus X, right? This would be the margin, which would be 2X minus 2,60,000. Alright, so this is the margin by which the Praja Party won in the assembly polls. Correct? Also, it has been given that the lost vote in national polls by a margin. So what would be the margin be now? It would be 2,60,000. That is the people who did not vote minus Y. Alright, minus the Y. That is the people who voted for them. So this would be 2,60,000 minus 2Y. Right? So this is the lost vote in national polls by a margin. Correct. So what they have given is that this 2,60,000 minus Y, alright, which is the people who did not vote in national, is equals to 1.25 times 2,60,000 minus X, that is the people who did not vote in assembly election. This is equation 1 that is formed. Alright. Equation that you can form is with respect to this and this. Alright, so I'll change the ink and show you. Alright, so 2,60,000 minus 2Y is equals to 2 times 2x minus 2,60,000. Alright, so now you will be confused, but these are the two equations that you have got. You just need to solve these two equations and you'll get the answer. What do you need to calculate? You need to calculate how many voted for Praja Party in the assembly election, that is this X, and you'll get 1,40,000 as your answer. Alright, so calculation is not the crux over here. The crux is getting these equations. So first they are told that there was an increase of 25% in national general election over those did not cast, alright, in the assembly polls. So we just created first equation 1, alright. Also we created equation 2 out of this, alright, with the margins by which election was won and by which the election was lost. Alright, and with the help of this equation 1 and 2, you can get this answer 1,40,000. So this was a very lengthy question. Alright, to attempt it or not is a personal choice, but given that you have plenty of time in CAT, I would definitely suggest that you can take it in round 2. So let's have a look at another interesting question which appeared in 1996. Alright, CAT 1996. The price of Maruti car rises by 30% while the sales of the car come down by 20%. What is the percentage change in the total revenue? All right. So always remember, revenue is equals to unit price into sales. All right. So basically, uh, what we'll assume over here is, so please adopt this method to solve such question. Let the unit price be 10, that is price of one car be 10, and the sale also was of 10 units. All right. So initially the revenue was 100. Right. Now what happened? The unit price increased by 30%. So 30% increase in 10 will be 13. So this is the new unit price, and the sale decreased by 20%. So if you decrease 10 by 20%, you will get 8. So now the new revenue is 104. All right, this is our new. What is the percentage change in the total revenue? Basically, you can calculate the change is of 4%, right? Difference of 104 and 4, which is 4 on a base of 100. So basically the percentage change in the total revenue is plus 4. I hope you have understood. All right, just we assumed this 10 and 10 and calculated the percentage change. So let's have a look at another 1996 question, which is based on percentages and a very easy question. But at first this will sound to be a very difficult question. All right, but it's very easy. So the cost of a diamond varies directly as the square of its weight. Alright, so basically write this down. Cost directly proportional to the square of the weight. Once this diamond broke into four pieces with weights in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4. Alright, when the pieces were sold, the merchant got rupees 70,000 less. Alright, so when he sold them, he got rupees 70,000 less because they were broken into this ratio. Find the original price of the diamond. Alright, so I've told you, whenever you are confused about such things, just assume some value, arbitrary value, which you can solve easily. So let the weight of the diamond be 10 units initially. Alright, weight of the diamond be 10 units. So what would be the cost be? So cost would be 10 square, that is 100x, right? Because this is varying, so there should be some constant, right? So the cost is 100x. Correct. So after the diamond is broken, after diamond is broken, it is broken into this ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4. Alright, so even the weight will be distributed in this ratio. So what would be the total cost be now? It would be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square into x. Alright, which is equals to basically 30x, right? Because since it is broken down into this ratio, you can just take the square of this ratio, because the ratio is almost equivalent to the weight only. Even the weight will be distributed in this ratio only. All right, so initially the cost was 100x, right? Now it is 30x, so the difference is 70x, and this 70x is given to be as 70,000. All right, because the merchant got 70,000 less. So this 70 gets cancelled, hence x is equals to 1000, right? The value of x is 1000. So what have they asked in the question? Find the original price of the diamond. All right, so the original price of the diamond will be 1 lakh. Why? Because original price was 100x, which is 100 into 1000, since the value of x we found out to be 1000, which is 1 lakh. Hence option number C is the correct choice. So let's have a look at another interesting question, and this comes from 1997 CAT. Fresh grapes contain 90% of water, while dry grapes contain 20% of water. What is the weight of dry grapes obtained from 20 kg of fresh grapes? Alright, so this would seem to be a very simple question with just two lines, but it is quite complicated. Complicated in the sense the concepts are very deeply rooted in this question. Alright, there is a hidden concept that you should be able to find out. So I'll show you in a conventional way how to do this. So fresh grapes contains 90% water. So basically 100 kg of fresh grapes will contain 90 kg water, right? And 100 kg dry grapes will contain 20 kg water. Why? Because it is given dry grapes contains 20% water. So 20 kg fresh grapes will have how much? 9 by 10 into 20, which is 18 kg water, correct? That is 2 kg would be non-water, right? 2 kg part will be non-water because out of 20 kg, 18 kg is already water. So 2 kg will be non-water stuff, all the dry stuff that is there. Similarly, for dry grapes, non-water material will be 80 by 100, correct? Okay, because of 100 kg of dry grapes, 20 kg was water. So 80 by 100 would be non-water material. So if any grapes are x kg, right? Any grapes are x kg, 8 by 10 into x is equals to 2, right? Because this is the non-water part and even this is the non-water part of a grapes, right? So solving this, you will get x to be 2.5 kg, right? Because here you were told to ask about 20 kg fresh grapes, all right? So that is why we considered 20 kg fresh grapes over here, right? So hence the value of x is 2.5 kg, which is basically the weight of dry grapes. All right, so very deeply rooted question. Please understand the steps that are done in this and try this question on your own first. So guys, that's all in this video. Please visit us at jkmojo.com and we'll be continuing this series on previous year CAT questions on percentages. All right, thank you.